Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today's video is all about possibilities. And I really love that word because when I think of the word possibility or possible, it makes me feel hopeful. And in fact, in my bedroom I have this card. It says Ponder the Beauty of Possibility. And it's from Danielle LaPorte, her desire mapping. But really, it's for me when someone gave me that card a long time ago, because when I hear, like I said, when I hear the word possibility, I think about all the things that can happen. And oftentimes when we're going through tough times or heartbreak, or we hit obstacles, or we come up with challenges, or we're caught into conflict, we get very laser focused or tunnel vision. And we don't want to think of possibilities. You know, we want to stay maybe stuck in the hurt, or stuck in the conflict, or stuck in our position of being right, or, you know, a feeling of hopelessness, that there are no other possibilities. And, you know, and then we feel helpless. And so I think, you know, I just wanted to take some time and talk about possibility. You know, again, when we're kind of stuck and feeling helpless or hopeless, it is really easy to get caught up in this, like nothing's ever going to get better. And that's simply not true. But I also understand that when we're in that place, it feels very much like that, like we're kind of going down this road and we're walking on a tightrope. And so when I talk about possibilities with people, I talk about, you know, what if we opened up the lens and, you know, instead of having tunnel vision, we opened up and we looked at there are actually multiple choices. We just have to look at all of them, and we have to be open to seeing all of them and willing to seeing all of them. And the way I explain it is, you know, if someone gave you a book, would you only read one side of the page? You know, usually when we open the book, we read both sides. You know, when we're not willing to see possibility, we're limiting ourselves to only reading one side of the page, and then the book doesn't make sense. And so, you know, being able to say what's possible here instead of what's not possible, or there's no other options, or everything feels out of my control. Close the book. And that feels very limiting. It feels very hopeless. And so reminding yourself, okay, what are the possibilities? You know, I know that even when I got this card, I was going through something. Surprise, surprise, we all do, right? And a friend, you know, she said, like, it's okay to imagine possibility. You know, imagining, like, what's the other side of this moment that you're in, and what's that going to look like, and what do you want to learn from where you're at right now. And I think that those were, you know, not only helpful for me, but those are helpful things to remember when you feel stuck in a situation that really feels hopeless. First, just pause. Feel your feelings. It's okay to feel them. Acknowledge that maybe you do feel like you've put on blinders or tunnel vision, or you're limiting because you feel so stuck, or you feel maybe like you're in quicksand, or you feel like you keep hitting a wall. When we're able to pause and breathe, which by the way is in our control, we can start looking at things not this way, but starting to open up and look at things through the lens of possibility. And I get it, sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to do that, that feels scary. You know, and there's a part of that that's accepting or acknowledging that change is occurring, and sometimes you don't want to do that. But again, without possibility, we're only reading one side of the page. You know, without possibility, we're staying stuck in tunnel vision, and we're kind of keeping in that cycle of feeling hopeless or helpless. Having hope is a good thing. There's no other way to describe that except to say, you know, having hope, embracing change, looking at things through the lens of possibility helps us catch our breath and helps us see that we can keep moving forward even if we're going down a new path that we didn't predict or maybe didn't want. but the new path is also a new beginning. Possibility not only helps us think about hope, but it helps us think about change and difference and new beginnings, and sometimes we really need that in our life. And that doesn't mean things are finite or this is definitely what it's going to be. It means there are possibilities, there are things that we have to try out, and maybe it's this possibility today and a new possibility tomorrow, but we're willing to kind of explore. When we're willing to explore, we're cultivating a sense of aliveness, which is another good thing that takes away from that feeling of helplessness or hopelessness. When I feel alive, again, I'm opening up, I'm feeling better, I'm metaphorically like blossoming into like one step at a time. I did a video on embracing change where I talk about embracing change, or is kind of like getting to this place of acceptance. And also the metaphor I use, one of the metaphors I use in that is like when a baby learns to walk. You know, if we don't allow our babies to learn how to crawl, well, first they rock, right? Rock, and then they learn how to crawl, and then they learn how to pull themselves up, and then they learn how to take that first step. If we get so stuck in, oh my gosh, my baby's gonna get hurt if I let them do this or that, we're not letting them live. We're not creating that sense of aliveness and the ability to explore and opening up the door of possibility. So guys, when you feel like you're in that stuck place, ponder the beauty of possibility. Again, I love that quote. It's not mine, but I love it. It's one that I use all the time. You know, think about what's possible instead of what's not possible. Think about, you know, it's okay to process my emotions and feel them and acknowledge them, and then ask, like, what's in my control here? You know, and to look at even in all the different systems that we live in, it's okay to say, okay, let's open the door to possibility and to see what options are in front of me and start trying them out and see what happens. So, have the courage to explore all the different possibilities that are right in front of you. Don't limit yourself, because you are amazing. All right, guys, have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly updates all about relationships. And remember to think of possibility. Take care.